Okay, first we have to listen to a poem. Is it a poem? An introduction? Could be a poem.
I don't think it's a poem.
We see the sky, we see
Got
the
subtitles
land,
now, look at
we
that.
see the water, and we wonder, are we the only ones? Long before we came to exist, the humans ruled the earth. They made marvelous things and moved whole mountains. They knew the secret of flight, the secret of happiness, and other secrets beyond our imagining. The humans also knew the secret of life, and they used it to give us the 4 great gifts: thinking minds, feeling hearts, speaking mouths, and reaching hands. We are their children.
The voice just changed slightly for that line as well.
They taught us how to use our hands and how to speak. They showed us the joy of using our minds. They loved us, and when we were ready, they surely would have given us the secret of happiness. And now we see the sky, the land, and the water that we are heirs to, and we wonder, why did they leave? Do they live still in the stars, in the ocean depths, in the wind? We wonder, was their fate good or evil? And will we also share the same fate one day?
Despite having watched that so many times in the
Testing, yeah.
I've only just realised what the relevance to the game is.
The story is, you are a talking fox dude, and everyone else is a talking animal of some type. And the humans gave you the ability to be alive, sentient, and then they all vanished. And now the animals rule the world, and they play chess, from what I can tell from the introduction.
That was a lovely summary.
This fair, which we're about to go to. I don't know if it actually goes into the fair now, if there's a cutscene, or whether it's just the menu or not. No, we're looking good. Why are you staring at me?
Because you're meant to have a guide up and you haven't found one.
I've got a guide on my phone!
Oh! Well, you can tell me that.
So how this is going to work, which I was going to introduce when the computer stopped talking. So maybe I'll leave it until you get shown up by this rat wearing a cape.
You weren't defeated by a trick. You were defeated by your own cockiness. You were already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle.
That's not true. I was...
Hear ye! Hear ye!
Voice acting
It is
brilliant.
time for the awarding of the prize.
I love the moustache on the
The
rat.
silver medallion
It's
for
Chinese
second
rat.
place is awarded to Griff of the
It's also got a
Fox
pearl
tribe.
necklace. Is that a pearl necklace?
No, I think it's like, you know, like the gold ones that are like a...
I like regalia.
And the first
I was thinking
prize
like a
of the
city
gold
mare.
Yeah, like
medallion
regalia.
Goes to
Regalia?
Story of the Rat
Fancy
tribe.
gold and stuff that they wear to show off their wealth.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
Regalia. Regalia?
Congratulations
I think it's
to
regalia.
both of our
Okay.
winners. Now everyone, enjoy the fair.
That was quite commanding, wasn't it?
It was.
I feel like I'm going to be letting someone down if I don't enjoy the
Oh,
fair.
Griff,
It's your girlfriend.
you won.
I thought I lost.
You got the silver medallion for second place.
It's not,
not winning,
first
is
place. I should
Especially in a game of chess,
first
it's
place.
definitely not winning.
I was too busy thinking about the prize instead of the puzzle. I should have.
Attention, everyone. By authority of the Forest King, I hereby declare this fair officially closed.
What is the meaning of this?
The Orb of Storms has been stolen from its resting place.
Orb of storms. This is most distressing.
Until the orb has been returned, everyone is confined to their homes while a full investigation is conducted.
Confined? Boars cannot be confined.
We go where we want. We do what we want.
Including perhaps stealing the Orb of Storms?
Boars do not steal. Why would we steal it?
The orb predicts storms. Storms bring rain. Rain brings mud. And who likes mud better than anything? Boars.
He has a point.
Bah!
Yeah.
If we had wanted the orb, we would have just walked in boldly and taken it. No, Elk, we are not thieves. We do not sneak around and steal like the fox.
Hey,
Quiet. Or is there something you'd like to tell us?
just
Yeah.
that foxes don't always steal.
The bear
Some of
with
us
the
have never
pink hat
stolen
is
anything.
really scaring me.
Confess, Fox.
Yeah, it's
Tell us where
huge.
you were last
And it's-
evening, just before sundown.
It's like it's staring into
Is
my
it?
I
soul.
camped in the woods overnight on my way
It's not
here.
looking at me because I'm to the
And I
right-hand side of the
suppose
screen.
someone saw
It's
you
definitely
and
staring
can
at me.
confirm this.
Is it a hat or is it just got
I
pink
was
hair?
with him the whole
I
time.
assumed it was a hat.
First one
From here it looks like
fox
hair,
lies,
and
then
then-
the other
Well,
fox
most of
does
these
by
animals are
saying the
fairly
first one was telling the
biologically
truth.
correct.
We boars want
So
the
I don't
orb
see why-
returned.
Are you sure? Because they're all sitting on a chair. And I'm pretty sure that rabbits and ferrets can't actually sit on chairs like that.
Well, aside from being more civilized.
It's not a case of being civilised, Sophie. It's joints. They need joints to do that.
Do you see any other animals
you
here
threatening
that
us?
suddenly have
Boars will hurt.
random
Boars will hurt
bright
all.
pink hair?
Boars want the orb
No,
back.
I don't.
Now.
So why would this
Very
bear
well,
be
Captain.
different?
I'll
Well,
deal with this.
it's
Under
a bit
the
of a leap of
authority
logic,
granted me
really,
by
isn't
the
it?
Forest King,
That
I arrest
there is a
you
world
for
where
theft of-
animals can sit
you
on
can't do
chairs
that.
and wear shorts,
We
but
haven't
they can't
stolen
have pink
anything.
hair because it's just too
I'm
far,
afraid
too
I'll
much.
have to hold the
Well, I
two
think
of you
animals
in
could wear
custody
shorts now if
till
we
this
put
puzzle
shorts on
is
them.
solved.
That's true.
Puzzle? You say this is a puzzle?
You should have.
Then
put
I'm the
shorts
last
on
person
animals.
you want to arrest.
Especially
What do you
foxes.
mean?
Especially
See this
boars.
medallion?
Foxes. Well,
This is
oh, there
for
is a ball
second
wearing
place
shorts.
in the
I think that's
puzzle
more of like
solving
a
contest.
those
If
fancy
anyone
pants
can find
people
the
wore in
orb
the
of
olden
storms
days.
and bring it back to you, it's me.
Well then, Fox. I suppose it is up to you after all.
Very well. You have until the next new moon to find the orb.
Okay, see you then. Come on, Reen.
However, just to make sure that you return, I will send one of my warriors along with you. Lieutenant Ia, please step forward. Lieutenant Ia, you will accompany them on their quest. Aid them wherever and whenever you can. But if they try to escape or refuse to return, your orders are to use whatever force is necessary to return them to us to stand trial. Is that perfectly clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, my captain.
Wait! Boars do not trust foxes.
This is going on, isn't it?
Boars do not trust
This is
elk.
actually an incredibly
Both are
long
weak fools.
introduction.
It is,
I will
yeah.
send along a true
It's so
warrior,
long that we might
one
not
who will
actually be
get
able to
the job
introduce
done.
ourselves in this video.
Ark!
We can
Ark,
introduce.
go
We just
with
have to
them.
wait. People know who we are. We're doing it on the channel where we did Half-Life.
If they are
Yeah,
lying,
but that was a long
kill
time
them.
ago.
If they try
Yeah,
to
but
escape,
people have-
kill them.
I don't think we made
If
that
you
much of an
suspect
impact
treachery,
on people's
kill
lives.
them. If they do not find the orb, kill them.
This is actually longer
What
than the
about if we
Half-Life 1
snore
introduction on the
too
channel,
loudly?
though.
Riff!
And it's not as
Maybe
good.
I won't wait.
There's a
Maybe
lot of
I'll
politics
kill them
going on
now.
here, though.
Yeah,
Enough.
it's all
Now
a bit.
go. Remember, you have
What I
only
don't
until the
understand
next
is
new
there's a
moon
lot
to
of animals in
complete
the
your
world. Why
quest.
is it
Wait.
deer, foxes,
I
and
do
boar
not
that seem to be the
trust
only
you
ones with
most
any
of
real
all,
opinions?
What would you prefer to have an opinion?
So,
Well-
to make sure you come back,
Like a frog.
we will
I
keep
think
your
there's
little
frogs.
friend.
I think that's for a frog on the box art.
What about
Reen!
Remember,
elephants?
if you return by the next new moon,
They're too big to sit
your
on fair
friend will
stools.
be released unharmed. If you don't return by
And an
then,
elephant sitting on. No matter how many clothes and hats you put on an elephant, an elephant sitting on a stool is going to look stupid.
It could be a
Now
really
go.
big stool.
Reen! Reen!
I suggest you concentrate on completing your task. Remember, you have only until...
The next new moon. You don't have to remind me.
I suppose
I'll
these
be
are forest
here,
animals.
and I'll have the orb with
Yeah.
me.
That probably
I hope that
explains
you do.
the lack of
Lieutenant
elephants.
Ia,
Are ferrets forest animals?
carry on and Godspeed.
Yes,
Where are
sir.
ferrets?
There's at the back. There's a ferret wearing a purple dress and a ferret wearing a green.
I
Well,
think
my
dress.
those
good
are
friends,
weasels.
our quest
Are they?
lies ahead.
What's the difference?
Let us
Well,
not keep
weasels
it
live in the
waiting.
forest.
That's not true, is it?
It might be true.
Weasels live in the water, don't they? Or is that the other ones? Beavers,
no, that's otters.
otters, beavers, voles.
I had a beanie baby when I was a kid.
Oh god.
That the little poem on it said that it could be either a ferret, an otter, a weasel, or something else that I've forgotten. But also looks like all of those other things.
So basically they made one Beanie Baby and then wrote down what else it could be.
Yes.
That's really cheap. That's very cheap. Alright, so this is Inherit the Earth. My name is Rob.
My name's Sophie.
We play games occasionally. The last one we did was Half-Life, which was in 2011, which was a long time ago.
We have played games since.
Yes, we have played games. We haven't recorded them with our voices and put them online. Hopefully the sound quality is a bit better than the old videos. Hopefully the audio quality is fine. We'll find out soon. This is Inherit the Earth. I don't know why we're playing this. I've forgotten.
It's because you went on to GOG to find something else and it was on the front page.
Yes, I told you to play Grim Fandango, which this is definitely not, because you haven't played any adventure games. And most of them, let's be honest, they're a bit boring and not very good these days. But Grim Fandango is awesome, and it's not on GOG. And I just saw this game and it just looked brilliant. It's got a polar bear wearing what appears to be a waistcoat and a medallion.
No, I think that's a chain keeping the two sides of the waistcoat together.
No, it's a medallion. Definitely a medallion.
No.
Read the back of the box, just in case you didn't catch the rest of that story, because it actually sums it up in one paragraph, where the game took about 15 minutes. Join Riff the Fox and his companions Ok and Ia on the adventure of your life. Inherit the Earth will transport you to a world of beauty and intrigue. Earth! The Orb of Storms has been stolen and Riff is accused. You have only days to help Riff get the bottom of the mystery of the missing orb. Your journey takes you to wildlands, through hostile territories, and ultimately to the ancient ruins of the legendary Humans. Feature list: interactive conversations that let you influence the story outcome. It's not true, there's only one ending. Over 4 hours of digitized speech, which means these videos are going to be at least 4 hours long, probably much longer. Dozens of challenging puzzles, cinematic full-screen animation, and terrific musical scores. Not just one score, scores, and sound effects. And that is Inherit the Orb. Well, that's the back of the box anyway. What it actually is a point-and-click game by New World Computing and Wormkerp. Wormkerp. It's like, it's got a Y in it. You know how you say worm, and then like fantasy worms have Y's in them. Worm. Worm. It's by Wormkeep. Wormkeep.
You sound silly.
Well, that's what it's by. And they made this game, and it's absolutely absurd. Obviously, it's got some furry stuff going on here. The animals are wearing clothes. There's a shower scene later on. I don't want to ruin it, but there is a shower scene.
Spoilers.
It's not like a pornographic jazz music type thing, but there is a shower
Glad.
scene. So it does have sort of slightly sexual connotations. And we're going to play it. And how we're going to play it is Sophie's going to play it because she doesn't know what she's doing, so I thought it'd be more fun. And I have a guide, but I'm only going to tell her the guide when I feel like she needs help.
What?
You don't. I'm not just going to tell
that wasn't agreed.
It's just going to ruin it if you know everything, isn't it? You've got to explore and talk to these animals and figure it out. When it looks like you're getting stuck and you're just going to be wandering around clicking on everything and trying to combine chess balls with polar bears with medallions on them, I will give you a hint, and that hint will be quite direct because I won't be able to subtly hint because I won't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, this is an adventure game. Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out how to use it?
Well, I haven't tried yet because we've been talking.
You don't need WASD.
Do I need anything on the keyboard?
There's probably keyboard. If you press W, it'll probably default to walk. No, it doesn't do anything. It probably has shortcuts for people that don't have Mies, but we have a Mies, so we don't need to worry about that.
I'm not really sure how that was walking.
You're walking. You just have two animations, walk left and walk right, but you're walking up and down as well.
I'm guessing I should talk to people.
I have my orders to help you. Lead on as you wish, but I'll be watching everything you do.
He has a very animated tail, doesn't he?
He does. He has more animations on his tail than you do for your entire walk. What are you doing?
I thought I was talking to him, but apparently I was just walking over here.
I'm here to assist you, not intimidate you. I'll do as you wish.
Okay, so deers, these deers, stags, deer stags,
Well, a stag is just a male deer,
Right.
so you can go with deer.
deer. Well, it's a stag thing because it's a dude.
Well, it is a stag, yeah.
Right, stag. I've got a stag
Yeah,
who seems alright.
yeah.
I've got a boar, seems like a bit of a dick. Haven't met any of the rats. Seem alright, don't they? You can't talk to anyone in the crowd.
No, I didn't think so, but I really wanted to talk to this bear just to ask it when it stopped staring at me.
I like how everyone has been told to go home as well, and it didn't bother. They didn't bother redrawing this scene without animals on chairs, which, when you think about it, is a bit stupid because surely you'd have to have drawn the chairs first, and then put the animals
Yeah,
on them.
well, maybe they didn't. Maybe they hadn't decided.
Hadn't decided on the
style.
plot.
Yeah.
They were just like, it's going to be a fair.
Yeah.
Animals are going to have a lot of
Maybe
fun.
they had a rough plot and not a detailed plot.
Right, there will be a fair. Animals will be there. They may or may not have to leave.
Better leave it alone.
Right, so yeah, look at that. You can look at stuff in your inventory, which is kind of
Next time, this will be gold.
it's always useless, but it might help. And the general idea of these games is you walk to every location you can walk to, talk to everyone, pick up anything that looks even remotely pick-upable. Just pick up everything, even if it doesn't look like
Just
you can
an
pick it up.
ordinary bale of hay.
And then you've got all this shit, and you combine it together into more stuff, which you normally have to give to someone or unlock a door with, and all that. It's very, very simple.
Okay. Well, I think I'm probably done here.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm gonna walk to outside. I'm pretty sure I'm already outside, but
Now you're under a canopy,
oh well.
a marquee.
Okay. I'm in a field.
Very descriptive.
Well, they can see where I am.
That's true. That's why you don't have to say I'm in a field.
Well, that was just.
Talk to the ram.
I'm trying. Oh, talk to.
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
If it isn't the fox that closed down the fair and ruined my vacation. Would I mind if you asked me a few questions? Of course not. You may waste all of my time if you wish.
Wow, I think that was sarcasm, but we just didn't get it.
Yeah, these rams look a bit punk.
Yeah, they do.
Would you tell me?
What I was doing at the time of the theft? Of course, I was butting heads with one of the other fairgoers.
You were having an argument with him?
I didn't say I was arguing with him. I said we were butting heads.
There's going to be a lot of really bad animal-related jokes, isn't there?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why someone might have wanted to steal the orb?
Something that predicts the weather.
Look at the corner
tells us
animation.
the
Look at his
seasons,
angry face.
Something upon
Is
which
it an
our
animation,
entire
honey, or is it just a picture?
agricultural
It
existence
changed
depends.
from
I
a
can't
neutral
possibly
face to an
imagine
angry
why
face.
Oh,
anyone
right,
would wanna
okay.
steal that old thing. Perhaps to make into a necklace.
Not strictly
What do you
animation.
think?
No.
Make him happy again.
Make him happy again.
Yeah, make him...
Can you give me any advice
now
on
he's
looking for the
neutral.
missing orb?
Oh, right.
Yes,
Oh.
I can.
Oh.
I suggest you take the longest, most difficult route available. Don't forget to stop occasionally and bang your head with a large rock or other blunt instrument. Bury your face in a hill of red ants whenever you can. And if you should run across any rams that might be on holiday, don't forget to take time out and totally ruin it for them.
This guy has a real issue with this fair, which doesn't look that good anyway, and isn't actually shut. Everyone's still walking around, the music is still playing, everyone's still sitting over there.
But thank you for...
Farewell, young fox. If we never meet again, it will be too soon.
I'm not going to take it personally. I think
Wow,
he's just a
what
very
a sorehead. Hey, a
angry
ram.
young
Butting
ram.
heads, sorehead. That's pretty good.
I think that was pretty good. What is that?
It's a ferret
It's
merchant.
a ferret merchant, of course.
Not particularly well drawn. Is
No.
that what is? No, it's not. I thought the blue was like. I thought she had a really thin waist.
Excuse me, my good lady, but my companions and I are in search of the Orb of Storms.
The orb? Go on.
That was some terrible voice acting.
Perhaps you could tell us where you were evening last.
I was in my wagon, preparing my sculptures for today's sale. They are quite beautiful, are they not?
She's a
Is
bit
there
twitchy,
anyone who
isn't
can
she?
vouch for your whereabouts?
I'm afraid not. No one saw me from early yesterday
Whoa,
evening until
she's
today.
on meth.
What would you do with such an orb if you had it in your possession?
I'd try to take it apart. Find out how it worked. What a feat of engineering. What
She's making
skill
me
that would
uncomfortable.
take.
Why does every character in this game have better animations than the main character? You are completely
I don't
static.
think
You
that's a
just
good
walk around with
animation.
your hands on your side, and your hand just sort
I
of
cannot
comes
help
out of
you
your
find
side
the
every now and
orb,
again.
But once you do, I suggest you learn all you can about it. Then bring your knowledge to me, and I'll see if I can make another. Together, we could become very rich.
Thank you for your time, friend Ferret. I must be off.
Don't forget what I said. I will anxiously await
It's like a
your return.
really crap social network for ferrets. Look at you, adventuring. Ooh. Let's look at everything. Look at everything.
It's just an old table. Nothing special about it. My, what lovely windows. I just know I'm going to want a nice warm bed like this in the near future. It's an oil lamp.
Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it.
It seems firmly attached to the wall.
Well, this was an absolutely pointless room.
Yes, it was.
We probably need a screwdriver to get the lamp off. Or whatever the animal version of a screwdriver is.
Is this a door?
It's the same room.
But this is a much, much bigger house.
My, what lovely windows.
It also has the same view, which is quite interesting.
Yes.
Okay,
What are you looking at?
I'm guessing we need to come back the other way. Ooh, can I search this?
no. Your knife, it's an object in the game and not just a picture if it comes up with a name in the middle.
Oh, okay, got it. What's over here?
Eat.
Eat? Is that like the cafe eat?
It's propaganda.
It's propaganda to eat? That's an interesting pose.
It's sitting down. It's meditating, isn't it? And it does look like it's scratching its crotch, actually. What is it?
It's a fortune teller.
It's a cat. That's what I was
Excuse
going
me.
for.
Oh.
I can tell it's a fortune
You wish to
teller.
have your fortune told. What is your name?
What do you
My
think?
name is
What
Riff,
cat
and
jokes
I
are
come
coming
here
up?
seeking information.
Lots of things about purring.
Is my business.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Not information about myself, but rather about the Orb of Storms.
Ah, so you are the one sent to seek the orb. Bid your friends wait elsewhere, and I will supply the information you seek.
That was easy.
Now then, about the Orb of Storms.
Whoa, you look weird when you're sitting down.
Patience, my
Look at your
handsome
arms.
friend. First,
I don't think I look that weird.
Wait for it.
your palm.
Oh, now you're getting up again.
Interesting. You may now ask your question.
You're wearing gloves, aren't you? Or is that just what foxes look like?
I'm not really sure. I might be wearing gloves. Do you have an issue with that?
Well, it's hard to
I
do palm
suppose you
reading
were
when you're
in
wearing
your
gloves.
booth last evening telling fortunes?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How pleased have
Fair
you
enough.
found? I was here kiddling all evening.
Perhaps you could look into your crystal and tell me who did this deed.
Very well. I can see forms, many forms, but I cannot make them out. I sense great power. Your quest would be a most dangerous one.
Oh, I'm sitting down again now.
For what purpose
Your
was
arms.
the orb stolen?
If the thief would sell information on the
Like I'm doing a
seasons
funny dance.
and
You know what you're going-
So does she, though.
She does.
make him very rich indeed.
What advice can you give me on my quest?
I suggest you examine the scene of the crime. You may find other pieces to your puzzle there.
You mean journey to the sanctuary of the Orb of Storms?
Yes, There you will find the Old One, Elara. She may help you, but first you must convince her that your heart is true.
I like how you walk around to talk and then you
I shall
instantly
be on
drop
my
to your
way.
knees when you want to
Thank
ask a
you.
question.
Help and counsel.
It's kind of weird.
Tarry a while longer. Perhaps a soft bed will rest and refresh you for
She
your
doesn't have a
journey.
bed.
My friend is being held prisoner. Until she is free, there will be no rest for me.
I see. Then off with you, handsome one. May fortune smile upon you.
Wasn't sure about her.
No one in this game has told you anything remotely useful yet.
No. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. You're asking stupid questions.
Well, I don't think I'm
I
used
love
to
how
it.
you're investigating drink. See? I love how your method is just to go around and talk to everyone and say, have you stolen the orb?
Yeah. Do you reckon this is going to be the same room?
I don't know, let's find out. It is!
Yes. it
With
is
the same view.
room.
Animals are not particularly good
Oh no, I don't want to do that.
at interior design. They are good at manufacturing items in a factory though. There's a lot of the same type of bed. Oh god.
What?
There's gonna be another identical room. I think these are meant to just be here for colour, and you're ruining the colour by
What are
walking
you
into them.
looking at?
And then you're never gonna get out because there's a stag in the way.
That was the boar, baby. The stag would never be that rude.
Is that a bird in that tree? That grey thing in the tree?
That?
Yeah.
No, that's the corner of this walkway.
Ah! I'm further away than you are. Bear merchant.
Well, things could be worse. They might have sent the bear along to search for the orb.
Bear merchant is a little bit self-deprecating.
No, I think I said that.
Oh!
Well, things could be worse.
Oh,
They might
yes.
have
Oh,
sent
Sorry,
I'm
you're
looking.
looking at it.
I'm looking at the
I was
bear
gonna say, why
merchant.
would a bear say that? What's wrong with bears?
Maybe they're a
Pardon
bit
me,
slow.
my friend. I'm conducting
Whoa,
an
look at his
investigation.
face.
Would you mind answering a few questions for me?
You want to ask me questions? I'm
Alright.
not very good at answering questions, but I'll try.
He looks really high.
Where
He
were you
does.
last night?
I know this one, and don't tell me. Let me think.
Two impressions.
Mr. Bear.
One is
Wait a minute.
really, really
Let's
high,
see.
and one is
Last
weirdly
night,
inviting
when
mouth.
I'm here. Oh yeah, last night I was here too. I was getting my wares ready to sell.
So, when we made the animals sentient, did we
And what
deliberately
exactly
make
is it that you
bears
sell?
stupid?
Sweets.
Because bears aren't
fruit on a
stupid.
stick,
Bears are smart.
honey on a stick.
They do
Yeah.
that thing where they rub
Honey
against
fruits
trees.
on a stick. It's
pretty smart.
Sweet and will fit on
Why are
a
you looking at me
stick.
like that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, when they have an itch and they rub themselves against a tree.
Who do you think might have stolen the
You
orb
know
of
so much about
storms?
That's not a
bears
lot. That's
itching.
that's one bear fact.
Who
Which is not a lot of
stole
facts.
the
It's
orb? Let's
Do you
see.
not know any other facts about
I
bears?
think
no
it
facts
was
that I would like
the
to
thief.
confirm as being real.
The thief?
I hear they're like honey.
That's right. If you find the
I think Winnie the Pooh does.
They live in Russia.
person who stole the orb.
If you put your arms above your head, then
What
they
advice
run away
would you give
because
in
they think
searching
you're
for the
really
orb?
Which is kind of
Let's
stupid,
see.
I guess.
Take some warm clothes, especially your mittens, and a warm
Why did he
hat.
hit himself?
And don't forget your galoshes. Always be polite and say please and thank you.
What's he doing with his foot?
Next. Some real attempts were made
What's
to
that?
make this game quite
That's
animated
right.
that
I believe I heard someone calling.
don't really
I
fun
don't
Yeah.
work under scrutiny.
Thank you so much for your time and trouble, Mr. Bear.
And don't take any wooden nickels.
Funny man.
I don't understand why they would make bears stupid. Why would we make bears stupid?
I don't know. What animal would you make stupid?
A stupid one, like a bee.
A bee?
A bee. They're always flying into windows and stuff.
Well, I think the bee is a bit small for this game. It's got to be some kind of forest animal, I think.
Rabbit. Rabbits are stupider than bears. They've got smaller brains.
I think we've reached a bit of a dead end here.
Yeah, the amount of the actual game you can see in terms of the zoom level kind of makes it really hard to navigate around.
Yeah.
And most adventure games actually don't have anything like this. This is an isometric viewpoint, so they could call it 3D on the box.
Right, yeah.
It's obviously not 3D. It just makes things a lot more awkward. But I suppose back in the day, it made the screenshots look a lot nicer.
Yeah.
It makes the game a lot harder to play, though.
It's just the RAM again.
If you go down to the right, back towards the fair. Have you been in that bit?
Yeah, that's the eat sign.
Yeah, but there was probably more than one eat sign.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that makes it difficult to navigate.
This music has become somewhat grating and I can't even hear it properly.
What is...
It's a fairgoer. Is it
what
an
animal is
old
it?
bear?
Oh.
Look at it. Oh no. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
Methinks her personality is as prickly as her skin.
Hedgehog. I bet it's a hedgehog.
I think so. Talk to it. We should just find out. It's a hedgehog.
Excuse me, my good woman, but could I trouble you long enough to ask you a few questions?
Oh, very well. Ask your questions, but make them brief.
Just going to ask the same set of questions
Where
we
were
ask
you last
everyone.
night, just after dusk?
Where I was and what I was doing is none of your business.
That's what everyone should have said, really.
Do you have any suspicions as to who may have stolen the Orb of Storms?
There are plenty around here who would be mean enough to do it. I wouldn't put it past any of them.
Can you suggest why someone might have stolen the orb?
Because people are mean. They're just plain mean. The minute you get anything nice, someone is going to come along and steal it from you. It's always been that way, and that's the way it'll always be.
This hedgehog has some hang-ups.
Yeah. Have you noticed how the boar and the deer have merged into one being?
Which one is in front of the other? It's confusing me. Because at
I-
the top, it looks like the boar's head is closer to the screen,
Yes, that
but
is-
at the bottom, it's definitely the stag's legs.
Yes.
Do you have any information about the stolen orb?
Now, do I look like the type of person who would have information about those silly orbs? Seems that people have
Should we
placed
just
so
say we could
much
ask her questions
importance on
about
these orbs, they've forgotten how to do anything for themselves. Know what I mean?
Could you offer me any advice on my search?
The only advice I have is not to take any advice from anybody. They don't know what they're talking about. They'll just try to steal from you, or cheat you, or get whatever you've got. People are like that.
Yes, ma'am.
We
Well,
haven't met
I
a
must be
single
off. Thank you so much for your time and wisdom, my good woman. It
Animal
has truly been a pleasure talking
who
to
isn't a dick.
Well, thank you,
Except
young
for
man.
that ferret
It
merchant,
was
but she
nice
was
to
weird.
talk to you too.
Yeah,
Such
definitely
a polite young man. Good
quite
luck to you
crazy.
and your
Although
companions.
this hedgehog
Just
seems
you
to
be
like
careful.
us.
There's so much meanness out there, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Fare you well.
I am quite polite.
You are very polite. I think we should stop it there. I think we've had over 20 minutes of walking around talking to animals. I know what to do. I read it in the walkthrough, but
Okay.
we should be okay. I want to go in that hole. Can we go in the hole?
Yeah, I want to go in the hole too.
We'll go in the hole in the next video. It's tense. It's a cliffhanger.
Oh no.
What's in the hole? I bet it's another room with a bed and an oil lamp.
I'm actually wondering if it's the fortune teller again, but I don't think it is.
Find out next time.